Welcome to the big waters of Lake Michigan and the Bay of Green Bay. This is Ranger Pro and current Progressive Angler of the Year points leader, Hunter Nitty.
That's good. That's 2 fish. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yes. This is day 1 from the 3rd stop of the season, and to say it's been a tough week would be an understatement. Midway through the season, and the big story is that Progressive Angler of the Year race. After 4 qualifying events, only the top 40 in points make it to the championship. And for the points leader, there's a Mercury-powered Nitro ZV21. Coming into this week, Hunter Nitty has a narrow lead over some of the best in the business.
Angler of the Year is definitely at stake right now. It's going through my mind like crazy. The nerves are actually starting to run, and I'm trying to keep them away. But it's you definitely got to play it safe a little bit, but you got to swing a little bit too, because these fish do not like to eat. There's an alewife hatch out there, and they're pretty tight-lipped.
Launching this morning from Breakwater Park in Oconto, Wisconsin, there's a lot to consider. For a variety of factors, it's a tough time of the year to catch walleye. And for those still competitive in the Progressive Points race, this is one of those events that can make or break a season.
You know, this one's going to come down to gambling, and I don't like gambling for this event. But this is going to kind of be a survival, but it's also going to be ground where you can make up a lot of ground for this event.
Sure, you can make up a lot of ground, but you're going to have to cover a lot of ground. This is Lake Michigan. Anglers can run 90 miles in one direction. Problem is, the system is loaded with bait, and fish are on the move.
Well, I've never came to a rules meeting, not really had a plan in place yet.
I'm going to be honest, this is the first tournament the night before in 20 years that I've fished that I still don't know what I'm going to do in the morning. I'm going to let the weather kind of dictate it.
If I had to fish this every day, I'd take up golf. This has been a brutal week.
High winds played a big role in practice, but the main story this week are the alewives. Schooling and spawning in giant numbers, they're easy pickings for hungry walleye.
This week, it's really about the bait. We've got mayfly hatch, but the big story right now is the alewives that have invaded the bay. It happens every year this time, so I think the NWT likes to challenge us. So we're out here, we're fighting basically Mother Nature. Mother Nature just stuffed these walleyes' bellies full. When you do catch them, they're monstrous.
These fish are big, they're angry, they're just a lot of fun to fight.
Ranger Garmin Pro Eric McCoy is on a bit of a roll. After taking the season-ending championship in 2021, he's finished 14th or better in 9 of his last 12 events, including 3rd overall in the 2023 Progressive Points.
It's been a tough practice. There's a lot of guys that only catch 1 or 2 walleyes all week, and we're just all scrambling. For me, it was tougher early on, and kind of found a couple of fish the last few days, so I'm kind of have some confidence going into it, but still not sure if I'm going to start 10 miles away or if I'm going to start 90 miles away.
Going with his gut, Eric chose not to make the long run. Fishing with co-angler Justin Zuloff, his decision seems to be paying off.
Got some size?
I think so. As long as the right species.
Chasing fish on the move, he's putting his Garmin Live Scope to work. Maximizing his time, he's searching out and casting to viable targets. The Live Scope Plus offers improved resolution, clearer images, and better target separation. Check it out right now at Garmin.com.
Nice. We're utilizing the Garmin Live Scope pretty much all week. I haven't done any trolling yet this week, so it's been a lot of fun. This was the small one out of that school. So, yeah, 7-pounder here. So fish number 2. Basically, it's going to be any 3 fish I catch are going to go in the box, I think. It's being in second for AOI, I don't want to not come in with the limit, and I also want to go for it at the same time. So it's tough when it's a tough bite like this. You know guys are going to struggle, and you know guys are always going to catch them. It's kind of got to be right in the middle and just hope everything goes right. Yep.
That's 3 for Eric. Man, it's a big deal on a tough bite.
That's a good one. Gotta go to the back again. That's what we came for. Green Bay gold.
Moving on, this is Mercury Pro Will Pappenfuss. Wrapping up the 2023 season championship in third, he's racked up back-to-back top 10 finishes, launching this morning third overall in progressive points. Fishing with South Dakota's Stephen Bratland, they gambled, making the long run north this morning. With one in the box, Stephen scoops up their second.
It's going, you know, we had a long boat ride, about 2.5 hour boat ride this morning, and we're gonna get probably about 2.5 hours of fishing before we have to head back. Seems that this area got hit pretty hard this week during pre-fishing, which is surprising considering how far it is away from takeoff, but fish got a little bit smaller. We got 2 in the box right now. We've got probably about a half hour, a little over before we got to head back, but hopefully we're gonna pop one more and keep us in the hunt tomorrow.
With one more qualifying event and the championship left in the season, we're already looking to 2025. Here's a quick look at the schedule. Check in at nationalwalleitour.com for registration and updates. Once you're registered, head on over to Bass Pro's One Source and check out their complete selection of walleye video tips. Catch up on your fundamentals or check in with Nitro Pro Keith Cavallas. Look them up at onesource.basspro.com. This portion of the 2024 season of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. And by Progressive. Bundle and save at progressive.com. Coming up, we're back in Oconto for the Day 1 weigh-in.
Happy memories just come easier on the water. Our founder, Johnny Morris, and his dad knew this firsthand. They created a boat that was more affordable. Tracker, the world's #1 best-selling fishing and pontoon boats powered by Mercury. Proudly built in Missouri and sold factory direct at Bass Pro Shops and select dealers. For as little as $5 a day, you can own a brand new Tracker and make lifelong memories of your own. Bass Pro Shops, voted America's best outdoor retailer. Save even more and support conservation when you join the club.
When there's miles of water in front of you and hundreds of feet below, you need a boat with the chops to dominate, no matter the conditions. With the strength and technology to overcome the elements and the competition. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, with your home, auto, boat, and RV all bundled with Progressive, you've got the peace of mind to really wander.
Yeah, I just hope it stays this way. Once word gets out about these places, they tend to...
Are you done?
And there it is.
Well, at least your vehicles are protected. Let's hit the road.
Hey, fam. I am just at this beautiful lake that I just discovered, practicing gratitude, manifesting abundance.
Back in Oconto, Wisconsin, this is stop number 3 of the 2024 season of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive. Launching this morning from Breakwater Park, we're back for the Day 1 weigh-in. And despite the challenges of the season, the Bay of Green Bay did not disappoint. Progressive points leader Hunter Nitti is on a mission. With a second this season on Erie, followed up with 7th on the Mississippi, he's sitting 7th going into tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that weight. That was definitely the goal. 20 pounds and over was the goal. That might have been pushing a little over the goal, but yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Drake Hurd from Alexandria, Minnesota, coming up as your
Checking in on the Johnny Morris Top 4. Your 2021 Angler of the Year, Drake Hurd, sacked up 3 for 23-12 in 4th place. Ranger Pro Daniel Woodkey is a bona fide local stick. He's sitting in 2nd with 25 pounds, 14 ounces.
There's a good chance they probably won't be there tomorrow because the conditions are going to change. I mean, the bite right now is tough. The fish are moving. There's a ton of bait. There's a lot of transition. So we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Eric McCoy won the season-ending championship in 21, sitting 2nd in the Progressive points, the wrap Day 1 and 3rd. And it was Cabela's pro Kevin McCoy, Eric's dad and legend in his own right, ending Day 1 on top of the pack with 26-9.
Congratulations, guys. Hold a couple fish up here.
Here's a look at your top 10 on the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's leaderboard. For the complete list of standings, head on over to nationalwalleitour.com.
So this Oconto, Green Bay area, it's an awesome area, but we've had a really tough week this week. A lot of bait in the lake right now, and they're all up spawning in the shallow waters, which is where the walleyes are right now. And it's, you know, they've got that full buffet going on, and we have to coax them into biting, and it makes it a little more challenging.
And boat number 1, your leader with 26 pounds and 9 ounces out of Isle, Minnesota, NWT Pro Kevin McCoy and his co-angler Bob Needles. See you guys back here this afternoon for the final weigh-in here in Oconto.
Heading into day 2 under an increasingly tough bite, there's better than $300,000 on the line and just 8 hours to get it done. We've got second day coverage coming up from Oconto, Wisconsin, and the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive. Gear up at BassPro or Cabela's.com. This portion of the 2024 season of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive is brought to you by Nitro Performance Fishing Boats, Mercury Outboards, Go Boldly, by American Fishing Tackle Company, and by Garmin Electronics. Fight your fish, not your fish finder.
AFTCO. Any fish, any water.
She grew up fast. Will she remember these times and continue the tradition? You better believe it. Tell a new fish story with Garmin.
Nitro, a rush of tournament adrenaline. Nitro, the choice of champion, where performance meets play. Nitro, a big water beast, a pure fishing machine. Nitro, release the champion within.
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz, to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your confidence. Sunline.
Back in Oconto, Wisconsin. This is the third stop in the 2024 season, and there's a lot on the line. But for the anglers, even with a tough bite, spending the week in one of America's premier small towns sure ain't a bad deal. This cozy little spot on the Oconto River offers quite a bit for travelers. With plenty of history and access to some of the best fishing in the country, Oconto is definitely a year-round destination.
Oconto is one of the very first communities established in Wisconsin. Not only do we have the Bay of Green Bay, but the Oconto River. It's a great place for recreation, for fishing, for hunting. We see families here at the breakwater, at the city docks, you know, just having a good time catching fish, kayaking or boating. Yeah, it's a great town with great people. To find more information on Oconto, visit ocontocounty.org.
Getting back to championship competition, there's some $300,000 in regular purse up for grabs, plus a pile of contingency cash from Ranger, Nitro, Triton, Garmin, and TH Marine. And then there are those Progressive points. Only the top 40 are going to make it to the championship. Last season, under the newly revamped program, Ranger Pro John Hoyer was the first recipient of a fully rigged Ranger boat for tournament fishing's most prestigious title. The Progressive Angler of the Year program rewards anglers on both the pro and the co-sides. Learn more about the premier AOY program in the sport at nationalwalletetour.com.
Really, Angler of the Year tells the story of the whole season. And, you know, the last few years, we've had unbelievable Angler of the Year battles where it's like, if you're not top 10ing the last couple tournaments, you know, you're literally, you don't have a chance to win.
That Progressive Angler of the Year title could be the biggest prize of the year, honestly. It's one of the biggest achievements of the year, for sure, and it's one of those titles that can't be replaced.
Gives you a little bit more drive, a little more concern to worry about points and not just swinging for the fence all the time. So it's changed the way you approach it a little bit.
It's the hardest thing to do in tournament fishing is to win Angler of the Year. That is the biggest prize there is. You can go out and win a tournament. Yes, that is awesome. That's great. That's a huge accomplishment. But to win AOI is the biggest accomplishment in the tournament fishing for every circuit.
Getting back to second day coverage from Oconto, pick things up with your day one leader, Isle, Minnesota, and Cabela's pro Kevin McCoyd.
So we made a long run up north. Could have cost us a couple hours here by the time we get back to where we were fishing before. The wind laid down up here and fish just were not cooperative. We had some really good ones here pre-fishing and just not even seen them on the live scope here today. So we're gonna cut our losses and just kind of eat the long ride. And we're gonna give it just a few more minutes here and check one little spot here. And I think we're gonna go back and hammer out some of the different rock piles we have down south and try to get those 3 big bites yet. We've still got time, so I'm not ready to give up yet.
Kevin's got some decisions to make. We'll check in with him later. Meanwhile, Eric chose not to make the run. Fishing with co-angler Carson Wright, they're back in familiar water.
What are we fishing here then, Eric? So it's a big shoal that comes down here. Basically, I'm gonna work the south to bottom end, like the downwind side of it, and then go up it.
All right.
Should be able to start on that side, because I'm gonna try to kind of drift down it, and then probably switch to the other side when we go up.
Sounds good.
It's just about 10 o'clock here. We're still waiting for our first walleye to come. We just got to keep after it. It's wind's kind of dying, which might make the bite a little bit tougher yet, but we'll just keep going. It's we got another 4 or 5 hours to fish yet, so we can't catch them if we're not fishing.
Local pro Daniel Woodkey launched this morning in second. He's won a bit of money on this pond, but the challenges this week have him pushing the limits of his experience.
Not working, fish are not wanting to cooperate, not really seeing a lot. Not seeing a lot of junk fish. Just gotta keep positive, keep moving, get the baits in the water. It's a little just after 6, just after 11, and I'm gonna go back and try to fill our bag maybe, and if not, we got to start working our way. There's a couple spots that we got to hit and milk run, and hopefully we can get the limit in the boat.
Closing in on midday, and all of our top 3 have empty live wells, and all 3 are on the move. Tough conditions require experience and the very best in gear. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's delivers when it matters most. Visit one of their retail stores or shop them online. Want to catch up on past episodes? Download the Outdoor Action app and stream the best in outdoor titles 24/7. This portion of the 2024 season of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive is also proudly supported by all the fine companies and brands you see here. Coming up, the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive heads to our final weigh-in.
In the relentless pursuit of domination on the water, one name stands above the rest. TH Marine's Atlas Jackplate. The power behind champions since 2007. The driving force that propels you to victory. More winners choose Atlas. For the fisherman who demands the best, Atlas delivers. Because every move counts. More winners choose Atlas.
things you let me see. Things you let me see.
Gamakatsu, the innovation leader in fish hooks, is launching Nano Alpha technology in 2024. Nano Alpha is a new finish available on Gamakatsu's most popular hook styles. It delivers 2 times slicker performance, 4 times better corrosion resistance. Nano Alpha technology makes the world's greatest fish hooks even better in 2024 to help anglers catch more fish.
We're back in Oconto, Wisconsin, getting ready to wrap up stop number 3 in the 2024 season. By all accounts, it's been a tough week. High winds, fish on the move, and a system loaded with bait have put even the most seasoned anglers to the test. Heading to the stage for the final weigh-in, we've got better than $300,000 on the line, along with those progressive points counting towards the championship. Points leader Hunter Nitti continued his season dominance, dropping a limit on the scales for 17 pounds and an ounce. He'll wrap the week in 4th. John Kopchak, straight off a 4th place finish on the Mississippi, locks up 3rd here in Oconto.
Great, you know, can't get any better, right? What got 4th to the last tournament, 3rd this one, you know. I thought I'd get a little closer to the 1st, but you know, it is what it is. It's fishing, it's Green Bay, you know. Hey. What do you do? Well, hey?
Jacob L. launched this morning in 8th, adding 21.14 to his total weight, giving him 42.2 and the lead, with only 2 anglers left away.
That was a grind. And Greg would understand being out there. It's just what we're doing out there. I mean, I'm not getting a lot of bites, very few bites. I actually had 4, lost 1 that got pretty close to the boat, never seen it, and then ended up making just a move about a mile and ended up getting the last 2. Contemplated for a second letting that 4.5 pounder go, and because I thought someone was turning on, I just couldn't risk it. So it was a long day, but it was a good one.
With that, guys, I'm going to have you stand over this way. And Jacob, I do have a little bit of news for you. The leader from yesterday, Mr. McCoy, the elder, did not catch a walleye today. So you have 2 boats left to battle it out with. You have 2 boats left to battle it out with out of Kewaunee, Wisconsin. Got a heck of a pedigree behind him, though. 23 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. Eric McCoy, your pro angler. He needs 18 pounds, 5 ounces to take the lead. The scale locks in. 20 pounds even! 43 pounds, 14 ounces. Carson Wright out of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. He's going to sneak in and cash a check with 27.12. 15th place right now for your co. But man, you are leading. You're a bit hot right now.
Yeah, it's been a fun year so far. Yeah. It was took a little while to catch the first one this morning, but just kept our heads down and put the first one in the box at about 10:30, and then just kept rolling from there. I told Carson going out this morning, it's my short day today, so it's going to take all day to catch the last one, and I think the second fish came about 2 o'clock, and the third one came at 2:15, and we're supposed to be leaving at 2:20, so it was a special end of the day.
With Eric in the lead, we're down to 1.
Let's bring up, out of Gillett, Wisconsin, NWT Pro Danny Woodkey. He's got 25 pounds, 14 ounces in the box already. He will need 18 pounds and an ounce to take the lead. The unfortunate part, he's going to be 10 pounds short because he's only got one fish. 8 pounds, 4 ounces, 8 pounds, 4 ounces.
And there you go. Ranger Garmin Pro Eric McCoy picks up his second win on the tour. And with it, he cashes in on $112,000 in regular payout, plus an additional $14,000 in contingency money. On the co-angler side, Apple Valley's Ryan Moe picked up his first win on the tour. He'll take home $7,500 for his efforts.
I still have no words. I'm pretty shocked, and still my body's pretty banged up from the long boat rides, but feeling pretty good. It's still kind of shocking that.
Give him a round of applause, Ryan Moe, Eric McCoy, your winners here in Oconto.
Checking the progressive points at the end of 3. After a rugged 2 days of fishing, Hunter maintains his lead in the progressive points.
Yeah, that was my job, was to come here. Not my job wasn't to come here and win. It was to keep my lead in the AOI, and that was my biggest goal. And that's all I've been thinking about for, every day and every day for the rest of the summer until if either I fall behind or it ends and I win it. That's all I'm going to be thinking about.
This season is coming down to Sakakawea, then the championship. Stay tuned. Keep up at nationalwalletetour.com or on our Facebook and Instagram pages for all the details. And as always, for the very best in gear, tackle, and electronics, we encourage you to shop online at BassPro or Cabela's.com.